Welcome back to the Spring Branch Sports Line. I'm Greg Dahl Jr., joined with Memorial Girls Varsity Basketball team member Courtney Slattery. Courtney, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
You're a 3-year letterman on this basketball program. Last week you wrapped up a district championship once again. Getting ready to start postseason planning after this week. You have a game Tuesday coming up against MacArthur. It's senior night. You've been with a lot of these girls for a long time, but first let's talk about early life in Spring Branch in the athletic community. You were a part of the SBMSA program for many years.
Yes, sir. I've been playing since I don't know however old you can start playing, but I've always I always played every year, but I never basketball was just another sport I played because ever since I was little I have played every sport in SBMSA, and so it was just came around the time again that I'd play. I never thought that it would be this would be my future.
What was it that kept bringing you back every year to SBMSA?
I don't know. I know my dad coached it, so that was one thing. But when it came around to middle school, and I just didn't. And then it came down to high school, I realized how much I really enjoyed the sport, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna play this in high school. And even in freshman year, I played volleyball too, and I ran track, so I still was kind of undecided on a specific sport. But after my freshman year, I knew that I wanted to invest all my time in basketball.
You're a product of Spring Branch ISD, elementary school and middle school.
Yes, I played in elementary school, and then I played in SBMSA in 6th grade, and then kind of stuck to just school sports.
Where did you go to school at?
I went to Spring Branch Middle School, and then in elementary school I went to Valley Oaks Elementary School.
Do you remember your coach in middle school?
Yes, in middle school, 7th grade I had Coach Roberts, and then 8th grade I had Coach. In 7th grade, I had Coach Roberts, and then in 8th grade, I had Coach Whitney. And they're both great coaches.
After that, you came over to Memorial High School. You've been on varsity for 3 years with Coach Larry. What was it like being a part of this program for the past 3 years on varsity?
It was really amazing. I remember my freshman year watching the varsity play, and I was always thinking, I can't believe one year that actually is me. They were so good, and I always, wanted to be just like them. And to make the team as a sophomore was amazing because, I looked up to those girls. And just to be in the program, this long, it's been a lot of fun.
And it's bittersweet because a lot of you have been together since your formative years at SBMSA.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting ready for senior night this Tuesday, and also your final year being under Coach Larry's tutelage. What is something that you'll take from him as a coach and that you've learned from him? Besides the many of things that you've learned, but what's just something specific that sticks with you when you think about Coach Larry?
I don't know if I have, really anything specific, but one of the things, he's always been really supportive and always, tells us, to have fun. He doesn't yell at us, he doesn't get mad often, and that's one thing that I've always really enjoyed about the program is that, he does, a lot of people in this, our district are unhappy with their coaches, or, they don't get even playing time, or, their coaches, they just aren't nice, but our coaches always had a really good relationship with us, and, good relationship with our team, and it's brought our team closer, and it's just been a lot of fun. And he always tells us, have fun, and that's how it's been all 3 years.
Now let's talk about college interests and offers that you may have received. You talked off the air about some things that you hope to develop, and we're working on that and hoping for the best. But just share with our listeners.
Okay, well, I'm hoping to either major in restaurant management or culinary. I've gotten a few offers from schools like Johnson & Wales up in Denver, Colorado, and a school in Illinois. I can't remember the name, but I'm only really looking at schools that offer this major because I don't see any point in going anywhere else. I'm looking at Texas Tech, Arkansas, Oklahoma State University because I'm trying to, find schools that offer this major and that I could really see myself going to. So I'm still waiting on scholarships that I hear from and what other offers I get after this season.
Why that major? What brought you to that, and why do you want to pursue that?
Well, ever since I was little, I've always really enjoyed cooking because I'd cook with my mom in the kitchen. And so I had this idea that I would become a chef when I was older. And then in middle school, I kind of stopped thinking that because I just didn't think that I would have the same interests, that people change their mind all the time. But when I got into high school, I decided to take a culinary class to just kind of see if I was still interested in it. And I loved it, and I'm currently taking a culinary class this year, and I decided, there's nothing else I want to do, that I really want to pursue this in my future.
No, don't spoil it for us, but I guess you have to if I'm asking a question. What is your dream with that you want to do?
I want to eventually open up a restaurant. I'm planning a breakfast restaurant because I love cooking breakfast, and it's, for me, it's really easy, and it's super fun, and that would be, a really big thing to accomplish in my life. So
would it be pet friendly?
No.
Could you wear your pajamas to it?
Probably. I wouldn't stop anyone.
Okay. I like that. And I love breakfast, so I can't wait to see how that works out. We know that you're going to be successful with that. You've picked a career. You're getting ready to wrap up the regular season for basketball. As this all comes a fold, May and June, you'll get ready to graduate and move on to life after. What has athletics been a part of? It's been a part of your life for a long time. What does it mean, though, just to be a part of the Spring Branch athletic community?
Well, I've never really thought about that just because, athletics has just it's always been my life, I've played sports ever since I was little, in the summer I do AAU, so there's never been a moment where I'm not doing something. After freshman year when basketball was over, I decided to join track because I had extra time and I didn't know what to do without playing sports. And just SBMSA growing up in all of that, and I wouldn't be the same athlete I am today without that. So yeah, it's been a fun experience.
And what would you tell people that are hearing this conversation, thinking about maybe joining SBMSA or, getting involved in athletics? What would you tell them about how it was for you in Spring Branch?
I would definitely recommend people to get involved because not only was it a great experience growing up, all the skills I learned, but I made so many friends from SBMSA that I still have today. That, I have friends from other schools that I met through sports and friends that I go to school with now. A lot of the girls on the team that I've played with since I was little, whether it was against, I remember in elementary school I played against Juliana and Amanda and Jordan, and I'm playing with them now. So we've always had that, connection. And so it's been a lot of fun, growing up with them.
Senior night's coming up this Tuesday. We'll be here for that game coverage. We hope to get a victory as we continue our season and get ready for the postseason. I want to thank Courtney Slattery once again for joining us, a member of the Memorial Girls varsity basketball team.
Thank you.
Once again, that was Courtney Slattery of the Memorial Girls varsity basketball team. The 3-year letterman has her options open, but look for her in the near future owning her own breakfast restaurant and pursuing her dreams. This is another interview brought to you by the Spring Branch Sports Line. I'm Greg Dahl Jr.